Okay, so I'm not going to do this in order. I'm going to talk about the end of the show first. We had the Casino Gauntlet match. The person who wins this match gets to go against Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Title at Forbidden Door. Now, we started off with Pac and Jay White, which didn't surprise me. These two got a chance to beat the hell out of each other before other men start getting into the ring, and we got a lot of great wrestlers to be in here. We had one thing that I really did absolutely enjoy was that this was the door opening for the Forbidden Door pay per view. So then we had CMLL guys. We also had New Japan guys here as well. We had Mystico, we had Hechiseto, we had Shota Udimo, we had Leo Rush. We had so many great people coming in here along with AEW guys. Claudio Castagnoli was killing it in this match. Orange Cassidy obviously was in this. It was so good, so good. Every time someone kept coming into the ring it's like they kept picking and choosing how many minutes in between people was going to come in. Like, it was not a set amount of time per person. It was just random or whatever. But whatever. They gave 2 commercials during this shit for whatever reason. Now look, every time somebody came out, I kept saying, well, that's not the winner. That's not the winner. And then Will Ospreay came in. And I'm just like, well, that's definitely not the winner. He's just here so, you can get some cool, spots in the match or whatever. I'm cool with it. Now, it seemed like to me that maybe, just maybe, Jay White was going to take the win on this because Juice got involved to help his buddy win. But that didn't happen. And long story short, Will Ospreay won the damn thing. And if y'all was watching the watch along, my jaw was dropped for like 2-3 minutes. I was absolutely shocked. I could not believe it. And I'm going to just say this. Does it truly make sense for the motherfucker who just won an international title 3 days ago, because he won a gauntlet a month ago, to be in another gauntlet so that he can have an opportunity to go for the world title at Forbidden Door? I don't know if he'll win or not, but my thing here is, where is the other 60 billion people on the AEW roster who's sitting at home not doing a goddamn thing? Tony Khan has seemed to be rewarding these people who's only been here for not even that long. Will Ospreay, Mercedes Moné, they are great wrestlers. However, what about the people that's been with y'all for 5 years and never ever touched gold in this company? What about all these people who are just coming in and leaving the company because they can't find success there? For God's sakes, Ethan Page was on NXT on Tuesday because obviously nothing is happening for him in AEW Ring of Honor. Every time they pushed him, then it really went nowhere. It's like they forget about him, and not just him, but other people too. And I'm looking at this whole thing and I'm just like, you are motherfucking kidding me. Will Ospreay won a gauntlet match a month ago. And now he's international champion. And now he wants another gauntlet match so that he can go against Swerve Strickland for the world title. I would not be happy if he ended up winning that. I know a lot of people prefer to see them go at it at All In. Whatever situation is, the match between them would be great. I'm not going to deny that. But the fact that opportunities are just being handed to people who just got here, and it's just so crazy. Will Ospreay has already gone against the biggest names in AEW. By the end of the year, there will be like no one for him to face in terms of the top guys, the biggest names in this company, because they're rushing something with this guy. For what reason? I have no clue. I am absolutely disappointed. I really am. TNT title has been vacated. Adam Copeland's leg is broken. Which guys are going to get an opportunity for that? Is it going to be people that always winning that's going to end up winning this title? I just don't understand where was the logic for at least Will Ospreay to even be in this match and win it. So now we can't even have an international title scene because he's going to be focusing on trying to get a title from Swerve, which is just absolutely insane to me. I just don't get it. I'll never understand what goes into Tony Khan's head, but it does feel like there's favoritism. There's people that are being favored. And if I had a company, and even though I know Will Ospreay is a top guy, hell yeah, I'll put a title on him, just like he just got a title the other day. However, there are people who's been in this company for a while and have not gotten anything out of it at all. And he keeps just skipping past those people to make other people happy, which is so just disheartening to me, where it's just like, it's kind of hard to enjoy because even though it's just entertainment, these men and women are putting their lives and things on the line to do this, and they're not getting shit out of AEW. So when we hear Ricky Starks, of all people, on NXT in a week from now, or Wardlow is gone to TNA, or Powerhouse Hobbs ain't coming back, like all these people who's been there and not getting anything out of this company, like, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I cannot believe Will Ospreay, of all people, won this. All right, so we started off the show with Mercedes Moné basically having her little celebration. Even the balloons in the ring matched her wig. And I'm just like, oh, God, this is so tacky. She looks great, and I'm happy for her, kind of. Now, long story short, while she's over here boasting and bragging about her career and her winning and coming off very heelish here comes a video from Sky Blue, who's saying, basically, I know who attacked you the other day. And it turned out to be her. She's the one who attacked her. Now, while Mercedes watching this, Sky Blue is already making her way into the ring and attacks our new champion. And I'm just like, okay, cool. That's great. We got a little storyline going on. Wrong. No storyline, really. What they end up doing is actually having these two girls go at it later on in the show in a match. And I feel like we're going to get that match, and then that's it. Like, nothing else between these two girls, which is absolutely insane. It's like, where are the storylines? We're just throwing in matches together because we remembered, oh, something happened a few weeks ago. Let's get Sky Blue in the ring with Mercedes. That's great. However, what comes out of it after that? Probably nothing. Now, after this, though, we do have Swerve Strickland versus Luchasaurus in this House of the Dragon match, which is so funny to me because when I think dragon, I think about our dragon, Bryan Danielson, and Luchasaurus is no dragon. He's a fucking dinosaur. And I just thought that was funny. But whatever the case was, it's overdue. Obviously, Swerve and Luchasaurus, because Luchasaurus is part of the patriarchy, they have a match. And the match is great. I really wish we would have got a chance to see some stronger moments from Luchasaurus. We've hardly seen him in the ring in a while now. They just always remember here and there that he's still employed, and they'll put him in the ring. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I seen him prior to this match being in a singles match. I have no clue. Anyway, the match goes on, and I think it was entertaining. But like I said, Luchasaurus could have had a better showing in this match. But hey, this is our world champion that we're talking about. He ends up taking the win. After he wins, Prince Nana gives him a pair of scissors, and he's going to go cut Luchasaurus' hair. Oh my God. So Luchasaurus, he has that mask on. Y'all know the mask that he wears. And the mask obviously has a strap that helps it stay on his head. On that strap was a braided ponytail on the strap. I'm not talking about on his head. I'm talking about on the strap was one single braid. Now, for Swerve to cut it off, Swerve is pulling on the strap, pulls it like 10 feet away from his motherfucking head, and then cuts the hair off the strap. And he wants us to believe that he just cut this off his head. I was so motherfucking done. I thought it was so funny, but sad at the same time. I was like, damn, Swerve, you fucked up. You shouldn't have pulled on the strap because now it looks super fake. This is a Botchamania moment for sure. Now, after this, we do have TV time with Chris Jericho, one of the ugliest sets I've ever seen. The fakest, ugliest tree. They got like this carpet grass in the ring or whatever. Big Bill is there. Chris Jericho come out with his pink ass jacket. And basically, he's just tooting his own horn. And then we get the confirmation that Brian Keith is part of the learning tree thing. I'm still a little bit confused. I thought this was a bounty hunter type of thing where it's just like, you paid me and I did what I had to do to help you win your match, and that's pretty much it. But then Brian come in and start talking about Chris Jericho like he's his master or something, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is just too fucking much, and it feels really really odd as somebody who has seen Brian Keith outside of AEW and then seeing him here in AEW. It's really been a difference. We've never have seen him go into that bounty hunter character in AEW, but if you follow his career outside of that, he's done that. And it in my opinion, it would have made more sense for them to have gone with that rather than him being part of this learning tree foolishness. Now Hook comes out. He gonna do a motherfucking thing. He's over here fighting security guards, a German here, a lariat here, and that's all he knows how to do. He only have like 4 or 5 moves in his arsenal, and that's motherfucking it. And then, out of thin air, when I say thin air, I mean like poof. Here was Samoa Joe standing in front of the ring. Where were you? Where did you just come from? Like he literally just, it was magic, absolute magic. Scared the fuck out of me, but it was interesting. Samoa Joe seems to have some type of influence on Hook and basically tell Hook to retreat, get your ass to the back. We'll come up with a plan on what to do with these losers later. And I thought that was really interesting because I was like, okay, you whooped his ass a couple of months ago, and now you're pretty much guiding him into what to do. It's interesting. I don't know where they're going with it. We'll see. Later on in the night, we do get a chance to see them again. And it's still unclear with what's going on with the two of them. But if I say I'm interested, I'll be lying. Up next, Rocky Romero, Jon Moxley. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember too much about this. As soon as we see this, we already know who's gonna win. Jon Moxley had this weird tape thing on he's still selling this shoulder thing. I don't know if anything is wrong, but it looked like his arm was wrapped in black paper or something. It was weird. I don't know. It didn't really last that long into the match. Anyway, that shit came off. Rocky, he's great. It seems like we've been seeing him a lot lately. And I do feel like him being new vice president of New Japan is when I started realizing we're seeing him a lot more, almost pretty much on a weekly basis. He's great in the ring. And he's one of those type of guys that you want to be in the ring with to show how great you are. But it's just like, all right, we already know what's going to happen here. I didn't pay too much attention to this. Moxley obviously retains the title. Wait, this was an eliminator match. So whatever situation, Moxley won, boo-hoo, whatever. Now, here we have Don Callis, who comes out with those spiky ass shoes with no socks once again, and he calls Orange Cassidy out so Orange Cassidy can sign this little contract. And Orange Cassidy comes out there. He's listening to Don Callis, who's getting booed out the motherfucking city. And when I hear boos like this, oh my God, it really speaks to my heart. I love hearing people getting booed like this. It's amazing. Now, Orange Cassidy hears, Don Callis talk about all these things, and then he just walks away, turns back, and he goes, no. And I'm just like, oh, that's it? You don't have another word to say, just no? Okay, cool. Don Callis snatches him up. Don't hit him or anything, but he's obviously getting loud and irate about it. Now, weird thing, though, is Stoltney and Chris Statlander come out. Chris Statlander, oh my God. Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. And she always wears the nicest outfits. Oh my gosh, she's just A++. Anyway, they come out and they're saying, oh, well, on behalf of our best friend, we would like to sign the contract. And I'm just like, well, who the fuck is we? Orange Cassidy don't want to sign this. But then we see in the back, in the corner of the ring, all dressed in black like somebody's church deacon, it's Trent Barretta. Trent Barretta. Oh my gosh. Put the paws on Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is bleeding. He's hurt. And then I'm just like, all right, he's laid out in the ring. Uncle Don, this is your time to start stomping him out with them church shoes. It took a while before he started stomping him out. And then all of a sudden, after like 2 stomps, Uncle Don seems to have been hurt from doing that. And I'm just like, what? That's it? All you did was stomp on him twice and your leg is hurting? What's going on? I don't know. Trent Beretta hugs Don Callis, and he's part of the family. Is Stokely and Statlander part of the family? That I'm not sure. She said we, so maybe not. I don't know. Finally, we got to see more aggression from Trent Beretta. I'm digging what we saw, but where's the storyline going? Another match between Trent and Orange in the future? Sign me out. All right, so now y'all know about the TNT fiasco. TNT championship is vacated because Adam Copeland had broke his leg trying to do stunts like he's a 20-year-old young buck, and he's hurt. He has to have surgery. Now, here we have the Elite. The whole motherfucking group came out, all right? And the brothers come out to their song. Okada come out to his song. Jack comes out to his song. And what was funny is that the beginning of the show, I forgot to mention this, but the three of them, except for Jack, they all come out in this, exclusive expedition or whatever, and it's all, whatever. And then Jack Perry's driving a black bus. I just don't know what it was, but that fucking cracked me up. And they're trying to put like this red blood thing in the front of the bus, like as if it's Darby Allin's blood. It might have been, but who are you kidding? It's nobody's blood, but whatever. All right, so all these guys are in the ring. Elite talking about this is their company. They're the one who running things up in here so they could decide what to do with the TNT title. Long story short, these guys are already announcing that they're going to just give it to Jackson Perry. Now, here comes someone coming out. And it's Christopher Daniels giving Adam Pearce vibes. And he's basically saying, oh, I'm the new interim what he said, CEO, or whatever the fuck he said, is saying, oh, whatever I have to say is basically coming from the boss's mouth, which is Tony Khan. And I'm just like, oh, okay, so you're not fired. It's good to see that you're still employed. And he says that they're going to be like, I guess, a tournament for the TNT title. You know Tony Khan. Like, whenever there's an opportunity to do a tournament, he's going to do it. Now, Christopher Daniels take the TNT title, and we're going to get a tournament, and it's going to start on Rampage. First match is going to be our boy, oh, Lord have mercy, Takeshita, whose birthday it is today, actually. And he's going to be going against Penta in that first match for the tournament. Obviously, whoever's win end up advancing on closer and closer until we have two finalists to go at it at Forbidden Door pay-per-view. I absolutely do believe that Jackson Perry is going to be one of the finalists for sure. But damn, Takeshita, he's my number one pick for the TNT title. I would love to see him with that title. I just don't know if that's where they're going to go with it. And then, weirdly enough, here is the Elite and them. They're kind of advancing on to moving towards Christopher Daniels. Like they're going to whoop his ass. But then the Acclaim comes out. And oh my God, Daddy Ass. More like Daddy Abs. This guy is the... oh my God. Daddy Ass. He is just in amazing shape. Like there are people on the roster who wish they look like Daddy Ass. And they're like half his age. It's just absolutely insane to see how amazing shape he's in. Like, I was absolutely blown away. Whatever it is that you're doing, Daddy Ass, keep doing it. The only thing I can say is you can leave that group. You don't need to be with the Acclaim. It's done. So we do get Sky Blue versus Mercedes. The match is actually pretty decent. Really great opportunity for Sky Blue to go against Mercedes. It's just, the TBS title was on the line, and there's no way she was going to end up losing it. The match was okay. Mercedes ends up retaining. We do get little promos from Rouge, who seems to be calling out MJF. Like, did MJF say something about your mama? Like, what happened? Like, where out of the blue you already calling out MJF, which was just strange. We did have a video package for MJF, who's going to be returning on Dynamite next week, and I will be watching, because what else would I be doing on Wednesday night? And also Statlander was basically talking about how she's basically not a pushover, and she's just tired of Willow Nightingale, and nobody should be surprised that she did what she did. Now, We obviously end off the show with the gauntlet, which I did mention in the beginning. And look, the episode at times kind of felt like it's in a weird, like they put things in a weird way. I felt like there was a lot more talking than actually wrestling. And y'all know me, that bothers me. The best part of wrestling is the wrestling itself. But they're trying to tell some stories or whatnot. And then we're getting the same old bullshit, especially with the whole Will Ospreay thing. In my opinion, I want to see AEW succeed. I really do. But are they doing the right things to be able to, number one, keep their audience, and number two, bring a new audience in? I believe not. I feel like there are just holding people in that company just to hold them. And it's not just AEW. I feel like WWE does the same thing too, where it's just like we're signing people just to sign them and have them. But, if we don't do anything, we don't do anything. But they're locked into these contracts. Now, that is different with AEW because those contracts seems to be loose as fuck in AEW. You could just literally be on their show one day and then be on another promotion the next. Now, I'm frustrated. I really am. However, I'm still curious to see where things go. I really am. And I really do wish that Tony Khan would take the time, not just him, but the company would take the time to try to fish out what the fans think of the actual product itself. Because at the end of the day, as much as Tony Khan likes to feed his little fantasies that he has about certain people being in the company or whatever, at the end of the day, all that doesn't mean shit when it's like, okay, we have to still cater to the fans. We still have to provide entertainment where the fans are going to want to watch, where the network's going to want to pick up a few more years of us on their network. And if you're not really providing all that and all you're doing is just feeding these little fantasies that you have at night, then it's not going to go very far. It's not going to go far at all. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'm over it. I'm over it.